I stand before you today not to speak of mere money or fleeting fortune, but to unveil a sacred secreta formula so profound, so powerful, that when embraced, it will transform your very being and manifest the wealth that is your divine right, the wealth that flows not by chance, but by design, by the sacred words you choose to breathe into your life. Listen closely. Words are not hollow echoes in the wind. They are the architects of destiny, the invisible forces that shape your world. Each word you speak is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your soul, and these seeds sprout into the reality you experience. Speak words of limitation, and you harvest struggle. Speak words of abundance, and riches blossom before you, like a garden in eternal spring. It is not enough to wish for wealth or to hope for prosperity. These are mere shadows without the light of sacred affirmation. Release the shackles of fear, of doubt, of scarcity. Declare boldly, I am the divine channel through which infinite abundance flows. Say it with conviction, with unwavering faith, and watch as the universe conspires in your favor. Prosperity is a law, as sure and steady as the rising sun. It knows no exceptions, no favoritism. It responds only to those who honor it with the sacred words of truth, words that affirm wealth, success, and victory. To live in this law is to become a magnet for opportunity, a beacon of light drawing fortune toward your door. Yet, the journey does not end with words alone. Gratitude must be your constant companion. Thankfulness for what you have unlocks the floodgates for what is yet to come. Visualize your riches, not as distant dreams, but as vivid realities, already yours. Let sacred words be the drumbeat that fuels this vision, awakening the divine spark within. And finally, remember this. Wealth is not a tomorrow promise, it is a now reality. Live in the present with a heart overflowing with abundance. Declare your prosperity in this very moment. Let your words carry the energy of success, for as you speak, so shall you receive. Step forth with courage, armed with the complete wealth formula, the sacred words that shape your destiny. Speak with power, live with faith, and claim the abundance that awaits. Your riches are not distant stars, but close companions, ready to journey with you into a life of limitless wealth. Too often, we find ourselves trapped by invisible chains, forged not from iron or steel, but from the very thoughts and beliefs that occupy our minds. These chains are the limiting beliefs, those quiet, persistent whispers of doubt that tell us wealth is beyond our reach. Success is reserved for others, and abundance is something that happens to someone else, but never to us. These beliefs, though unseen, exert a powerful influence, casting long shadows over our financial destiny and blocking the natural flow of prosperity into our lives. But here is the truth. These mental barriers are not set in stone. They are illusions, simply patterns of thought that can be released, dissolved, and replaced with divine affirmations. These affirmations are not ordinary words. They are sacred declarations that align your conscious and subconscious mind with the infinite intelligence of the universe. When spoken with faith and conviction, they become a mighty force, sweeping away the debris of fear, lack, and limitation. Imagine the subconscious mind as a garden until now. It has been overgrown with weeds of negativity, doubts, and old worn-out beliefs that choke the seeds of prosperity before they can grow. Divine affirmations act as the gardener's hands, clearing the weeds, tilling the soil, and planting fresh seeds of confidence, worthiness, and abundance. These seeds sprout rapidly because they are nourished by the pure energy of sacred words, words that speak the language of the universe itself. When you affirm, I am worthy of unlimited wealth, you are not simply uttering a hopeful phrase. You are programming your subconscious to accept wealth as your natural state. When you declare, money flows to me freely and abundantly, you are breaking down the invisible walls that have kept your fortune locked away. Each sacred word carries a frequency of power that rewires your mental and emotional patterns, shifting you from scarcity to plenty, from fear to faith. This process demands consistency and belief. Affirmations must be repeated daily, not as empty echoes, but as heartfelt truths that resonate deep within. The moment you catch yourself speaking words of doubt or limitation, stop and replace them immediately with sacred affirmations. In doing so, you reclaim your power. You transform your inner dialogue into a sacred chant of abundance, a mantra that magnetizes prosperity to your doorstep. Remember, the universe responds not to what you want or fear, but to what you truly believe and declare. Your spoken words are the keys that unlock the door to your financial destiny. By consciously choosing divine affirmations, you take command of your inner world, and the outer world must follow. The old patterns of lack fall away, replaced by a radiant faith that you are a worthy receiver of all the riches life has to offer. In this sacred exchange, your thoughts become prayers, and your words become miracles. By releasing limiting beliefs through divine affirmations, you open the floodgates to a wealth that is not just material, but spiritual, fulfilling, and everlasting. The moment you speak these sacred words with conviction, you step into the unlimited abundance that has always been your true inheritance. Prosperity is no mere happenstance or random stroke of luck. It is a law as fixed and unyielding as the rising sun, a law that governs the flow of wealth and abundance in the universe. This law operates with perfect precision, unaffected by circumstance, unaffected by opinion or desire. It is not swayed by human worries, doubts, or even the frantic chasing of money. Prosperity, in its purest form, is a spiritual law, a divine principle woven into the very fabric of existence, waiting for us to align ourselves with its truth. When you grasp this truth deeply, you realize that wealth is not something to be pursued with desperation or grasped with anxiety. It is a force that flows naturally to those who honor the law. Those who understand that prosperity is not an external prize but an internal state of alignment. Just as the law of gravity pulls an apple to the earth without fail, so does the law of prosperity attract wealth to those who live in harmony with it. To work against this law is to swim upstream, exhausting yourself in futile effort. To work with it is to become a magnet for miracles, drawing riches effortlessly into your life. This law responds to frequency. It listens to the vibrations of your thoughts and words. Sacred words, the affirmations of abundance, faith, and success raise your vibration and signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. When you declare, "I am prosperous, abundance flows through me," you are tuning yourself to the prosperous frequency. This is not mere wishful thinking but a spiritual alignment that shifts your entire being into a state where wealth becomes inevitable. The law does not discriminate or hesitate. It moves in perfect response to your inner declaration. Faith is the key that unlocks this law. Not a fleeting or fragile faith, but a steady, unwavering belief in the inevitability of your prosperity. This faith is the bridge between your current reality and the wealth that awaits you. When you persistently affirm your abundance, even in the face of external challenges or doubts, you signal to the universe that your faith is stronger than fear. This faith is the foundation upon which all manifestations rest, the spiritual anchor that holds your vision steady. Persistence is equally essential. The law of prosperity requires repeated affirmations and continual alignment. It is not enough to speak sacred words once or twice. You must weave them into the fabric of your daily life. Let your affirmations be the steady drumbeat that guides your soul, a constant reminder of the spiritual truth that wealth is your divine inheritance. Each declaration deepens your connection to the law, strengthening the magnetic pull of prosperity toward you. This law is impartial, and impartiality means it is available to everyone regardless of background, circumstance, or past mistakes. When you embrace this truth, you step into a realm of infinite possibility where your current limitations dissolve. The law of prosperity honors no scarcity, only abundance. It reflects back to you exactly what you hold in your heart and declare with your voice. To live in this law is to claim your birthright, to walk forward with confidence and certainty that the universe supports your financial success. In aligning with this spiritual law, you become a living testament to the truth that wealth is not merely about money, it is about a deep, unshakable harmony with the universe, a dance with divine energy where abundance flows effortlessly and endlessly. The law of prosperity is not a distant mystery. It is a radiant truth available now, ready to transform your life as soon as you claim it. With sacred words and unyielding faith, gratitude and visualization are not mere habits or passing ideas. They are potent catalysts that ignite the powerful creative process of manifesting wealth. Together, they form a sacred alliance, a divine partnership that transforms your thoughts and desires into tangible riches. Gratitude is the open door, and visualization is the radiant light that guides you through it. When you practice them sincerely, you activate forces beyond ordinary understanding, forces that respond to the vibration of your heart and the clarity of your mind. Gratitude is the magnetic energy that attracts abundance. When you express genuine thanks for the wealth you already have, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, you send a clear message to the universe: I acknowledge my blessings, and I am ready for more. This simple act of appreciation is a powerful spiritual magnet. It shifts your focus from lack to plenty, from fear to faith. The more gratitude you embody, the stronger your connection becomes with the endless flow of prosperity. Gratitude clears the mental clutter of doubt and dissatisfaction, creating fertile ground for wealth to take root and flourish. But gratitude alone is not enough. It must be paired with visualization, the vivid mental picture of your desired riches. Visualization is the sacred art of painting your future with the colors of your imagination. When you close your eyes and see yourself living in the fullness of your dreams, you breathe life into your desires. You speak a silent language that reaches the subconscious mind, the creative powerhouse of your being. The subconscious does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. It responds to the emotions and clarity you invest in your vision. By combining gratitude with visualization, you create a powerful feedback loop that propels your desires into reality. As you see yourself wealthy, successful, and fulfilled, your heart swells with gratitude, and this gratitude intensifies your vision. The two work in harmony, reinforcing each other until your subconscious mind embraces your vision as truth. This alignment between mind and heart is the secret doorway through which the universe pours its riches. Sacred words are the spark that sets this process ablaze. When you affirm, "I am deeply grateful for the wealth that flows to me now," or "I see myself surrounded by abundance in every form," you charge your gratitude and visualization with divine energy. These words are not empty phrases. They are declarations that connect your conscious desire to the universal source of all wealth. They raise your vibration, making you a beacon for the abundant flow of fortune. It is crucial to engage all your senses in visualization. Feel the joy of financial freedom, hear the sounds of success, see the faces of loved ones benefiting from your abundance. This multisensory experience creates an irresistible attraction, a magnetic force field drawing wealth to you. The clearer and more vivid your visualization, the stronger the signal you send to the universe. Practicing gratitude and visualization daily establishes a sacred rhythm, a spiritual practice that transforms your mindset and circumstances. It rewires your brain to recognize opportunities, to act from confidence rather than fear, and to receive with open arms. Wealth is no longer a distant dream but a present reality unfolding before your eyes, fueled by the sacred energy of your thankful heart and your visionary mind. True wealth is not a distant promise or a far-off dream. It is a living, breathing reality that exists in the present moment. The secret to unlocking this abundant flow lies in the way you inhabit the now. With a heart and mind attuned to the frequency of plenty, so many wander through life weighed down by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Unable to see that wealth is not something waiting on the horizon, it is available right here, right now. To live in the present with an attitude of abundance is to step fully into the flow of prosperity that surrounds you at every breath. When you cultivate this attitude, you begin to see that abundance is not merely about the numbers in your bank account or the possessions you accumulate. It is a state of consciousness, a powerful energy that transforms your perception of everything. To live abundantly is to recognize the infinite resources of the universe as your constant companions, flowing into your life in ways both seen and unseen. This realization frees you from scarcity thinking, the mental prison that convinces you there is never enough. Instead, you open yourself to the boundless supply of wealth that is your natural inheritance. Sacred words become your anchors in this abundant present. When you declare, "I am surrounded by abundance in every moment," or "wealth flows to me easily and effortlessly now," you remind your soul that prosperity is not delayed, it is here and available. These words hold tremendous power because they dissolve anxiety and fear, those thieves that steal the joy of living. They root you firmly in the present, where you can receive and appreciate the gifts that are already yours. This presence is magnetic. It draws more blessings because you are vibrating on the frequency of having, not lacking. An attitude of abundance in the present moment also opens your eyes to the opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. When your mind is focused on scarcity, you miss the subtle doors that the universe opens for you, daily new ventures, unexpected gifts, helpful people. But when you live abundantly, you become a magnet for good fortune, spotting chances to grow your wealth everywhere. The universe responds to your energy, sending waves of opportunity that align perfectly with your readiness to receive. Moreover, living in abundance now cultivates a deep peace of mind. When you trust that wealth is flowing to you and embrace the present as the fertile ground for prosperity, you release the stress that often accompanies financial concerns. This calmness is not passivity, but a confident surrender to the natural laws of abundance. It is an active choice to believe in your worthiness and the limitless supply of the universe. This peace becomes a beacon, shining out and attracting even more wealth into your life. You see, abundance is a vibration that can only be maintained in the here and now. The past cannot be changed, and the future is yet to be formed, but the present moment is your power center. By affirming your prosperity in the now, you create a magnetic field that pulls your desires into immediate manifestation. Each sacred word you speak strengthens your connection to the flow of wealth and solidifies your place in the abundant stream of life. So, step into the present with open arms and an open heart. Declare your abundance boldly and live as though the riches you seek are already yours, because in truth, they are. This is the secret to a life overflowing with prosperity. Life where wealth is not a distant dream, but an ever-present reality, shining brightly with every breath you take.